Yo, what is up, YouTube? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Don't mind the puffy eyes and, clogged nose. I'm having some allergies today. I woke up with my usual screwed up sleep schedule, 2 or 3 a.m., okay? And I was gonna go to the gym. I get up, I make ground beef, right? I have some carbs, and I'm ready to go to the gym, hit this workout, get the vlog going. And I literally just don't remember what happened after that. What I think happened is I just went to bed, and I started watching TikToks, and I don't know, I guess I just fell asleep. But I think that's my body's way of telling me, like, okay, you need a rest day. Because it's been, like, honestly, probably a month or two of just continuously going to the gym, no rest days. Because I wasn't taking any rest days prior to the vlog streak. And obviously, you guys saw during the vlog streak that I haven't been taking any rest days. So I guess I am going to take a rest day. But what does that mean for us? It means we have to come up with a topic for today's video. So if you clicked on this video, you are probably thinking of competing. Or maybe you just want to know what it's like to be in a bodybuilding show. Before we get started real quick, if you need supplements at all, pre-workout, protein powder, creatine, you can use my code SEB to save 20% off Legion Supplements. Best company in the game, guys. I'm not just saying that. Everything they have is backed by research, backed by scientific, peer-reviewed articles, and they have the best flavors, in my opinion, okay? So that link will be in the description. Without further ado, let's talk about 5 things that you need to know before your first ever bodybuilding show. I'm not going to set up the tripod because I just feel like that's too professional sometimes. Number 1, you need to get a coach, okay? There's so many times where I'm at the gym and I'm talking to a guy or just online, and we get into the topic of like a bodybuilding competition, and sometimes they'll be like, hey, I saw you competed, like I'm competing too, I'm doing show prep, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome, man, who's your coach? Because the coaching world is pretty small, and I know like a lot of coaches, so I always like to ask. And most of the time, surprisingly, I have gotten multiple people telling me, oh, I don't have a coach, I'm just doing it by myself. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, I don't say anything in the moment because I don't want to make someone like feel like shit. But like, I will let them know, like, at the end of the conversation, like, maybe for peak week, you'll want to get a coach because like peak week is a whole different ball game, and it'll really help. I just try to like sneak that in, so maybe they do get help for that final month or that final week. But regardless, why do you need a coach? Okay, there are so many reasons, but you need a coach because they are more experienced than you. That is the simplest way to put it. It is a shortcut to your bodybuilding prep. They're going to help you every aspect of the way. At least a good coach will. When you are sub 10% body fat, you are lethargic, you have brain fog, you can't think straight, you're tired. You don't want to be making your workout plans. You don't want to be making your nutrition plans. You don't want to be doing any of that, okay? You want to leave that to the coach. That's their job. Okay, your job is just to get in the gym and to follow the meal plan and to follow the cardio routine. That should be your entire focus. It shouldn't be on making the plans and, oh, what time do I have to do this and when do I do that? And that shouldn't be your concern, okay? Because you're not going to have the mental capacity to do that, so you need a coach. And if you're saying, well, a coach is kind of expensive, I'm sorry to say, if that's your thought process, you should not even think about competing. Because it's not just a coach that you should be saving up for. You need to think about supplements. You need to think about the board shorts you're going to wear, the tanning protocol. You need to think about the membership you have to buy to compete, depending on the federation you're going to be in. There's so many things that you're going to have to spend money on. So if you're not financially ready for that, you shouldn't even think about competing. Save up for a coach. Do your research. Find a good coach because there's also a lot of shitty coaches out there. That's the number 1 tip I would give you. Number 2 is you can never be too lean. Especially when we're talking about natural bodybuilding competition, that is the most important thing. It's going to be your conditioning, okay? You can be a smaller guy. Like, I'm not going to lie, I was a smaller guy on stage. But because of my conditioning, I still placed very high. I placed second. You need to be doing your cardio. You need to make sure you follow your diet plan to a T. If your coach or if you feel like you're not lean enough, then don't rush into a show. Move it back a bit. I had to move my show back multiple times because me and my coaches felt like, okay, you're lean, but you're not lean enough. And I'm so glad and grateful that we did move it back. Because imagine if we hadn't. I would not have been as conditioned and I would not have placed as well. So take your time with getting lean, okay? It's not an easy process. It's not an easy thing to do. It's going to take some time. My 3rd tip, and this one's really important, is to learn about the show that you're competing in and out. Okay, you want to know every single thing that you're going to have to do when you step on stage, okay? You want to know all the mandatory poses that they want. You want to know if they require a specific routine. You want to know how the walk is set up, okay? Because the way it works is it's a stage, and depending on the federation, you have to walk up here, do your pose, walk to the other side, do your pose, and then in the middle, you do your front pose, depending on whatever category you're in. But you want to make sure you know all that, okay? I did my research, and also, I'm glad I did my research because I competed in men's physique, but there were classic poses I had to do. Natural bodybuilding is weird like that. They have like different poses than regular men's physique poses. So I had to do classic poses, you know, as well as men's physique poses. And if I hadn't done my research, I would have been like, oh fuck, like what am I gonna do? Like I've never done this pose before. But luckily, I had done my research and I had practiced those beforehand. That also brings me to my fourth point, and it's to get your posing down. Posing is so important. It's crucial. If you and a guy have a similar physique, but he is out posing you, he is going to win. He's going to take the dub over you. Okay, you want to have stage presence. You want to have charisma, especially when we're talking about these men's physique categories. Smile, okay? Even if you don't have a great smile, smile. The judges want to see that. They want to see that you're having fun up there. You don't want to look like you're cramping up there. You don't want to look like you're not having a good time. And hell, you may not be having a good time. I was fucking cramping, it felt like at least. I was tired as hell. But as soon as I step on the stage, I do not let the judges see that. I looked like I was having the time of my life. And it is a great feeling, don't get me wrong. It's not like I was miserable up there, but, you know, you are very tired. You know, you're 7% body fat, you're dry as fuck, you feel very stiff, but you have to make the effort to seem like you want to be up there, okay? Work on your posing before the show, months in advance, okay? Practice 30 minutes to an hour every single day. Posing is crucial, okay? You want to make sure you have each pose down. You want to make sure that you have a good routine that flows. Get a separate posing coach if you can afford it, or maybe your coach will help you with that. Bottom line is you want to get your posing down. It's extremely crucial for bodybuilding shows. My fifth and final tip doesn't really have to do with at the show or before the show, but more so to do with after the show. And it's gonna be, you need to go into a reverse diet. And this is where I fucked up, okay? I ate so much, I can't even begin to tell you. I had In-N-Out, I had pizza, I had ice cream, I had so much. And my coach was like, dude, like that's a bad idea. You're gonna feel like shit. And I was like, I know, but like I've just been craving all these things and I thought I'd be able to take it. What do you know? A couple hours later, I'm yakking. I feel like shit. I'm throwing my insides out. Because if you did a proper prep and you ate clean your entire prep, your body is not adjusted to these new carbs, to these new sugars, to all these processed foods that you're putting in your body after the show. Your stomach's gonna have fucking atomic warfare in there. It's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Okay? So you wanna make sure that, you know, obviously, reward yourself. Have a snack, have a Debbie cake, have a slice of pizza, but don't overdo it, okay? Take things slowly. You know, the first 1 or 2 days, yeah, have a fast food meal, have a snack, whatever. But you also want to begin to get back into your reverse diet. You know, you still want to eat clean for a majority. And, you know, whatever phase you're going to go in, if you're going to do another show or if you're going to go into a bulking phase or a maintenance phase, you know, you want to reverse back into that properly. I know it's so tempting, but take it from me, I felt like absolute dog water for 2 days and I do not recommend it. Those are my 5 tips for competing in your first ever bodybuilding show. I hope you guys found some value in them, and I know this was like a different style of video because I didn't go to the gym today, but thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Peace.